What's up, my amigos? What's up, my amigos and my senoritas? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is for you, Elko. Don't do it. This is all for you, Elko. All for you, my man. All for you. All you, baby. All you. Get down here and dirty. Get down here and dirty. Down here and dirty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you think, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? What you think, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me. This is all for you, Elko. All you, baby. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm going to do a little bit of something on this today. A little something. I got the shop cleaned up half-ass. I got that thing up in the lift. Hold on, I can't even. All right, so this thing is on air. It'd be better if it was on juice, but it's on air. So, I have to redo all the air system. So, I'm going to have to pull that out. That's what she said, pull it out. I'm going to have to pull that out and rewire everything. I have new compressors and new solenoid, or new relays, stuff like that. And I got a little bit of stuff I got to fix in here, but I can't just put it back in there like that. We got to do it custom. We got to do something. So, the air compressors are wore out, Elko, and it's only on one wire. They have one battery wire coming back here, splitting off to two, and you can't do that on them compressors. And the compressors are just, them Air Maxes, man, they're garbage. They're junk. And this is the car that's getting this engine over here. This engine right here. Y'all know this engine right here? This right here? Come on. This right here is going in this. I got to redo everything. See all the wiring, see how they got the battery. It's just, I mean, the engine, the motor, their engine runs good. A motor is electric, engine is gas. This engine runs good, but it's got some lifters ticking, it's got some other stuff going on. Don't know the history of the engine. The owner wants air conditioner. He wants power steering. He wants a 700R transmission. This thing's got a 2-speed power glide in it. It's just, you see all the wires. Come on, don't play with it. Don't do it. Yes, sir. So I redid the brakes. Y'all remember that. Brakes work great. You got the steering column into the headers. See that right there? I mean, they're in the headers. It's when it heats up. I'd love to have the car, not kicking on the car. The guy bought the car knowing what he had, knowing what he was getting into. So he wants air conditioner, he wants this, he wants that, he wants all this stuff. So instead of pulling this engine, now somebody wants this engine, it's for sale. As is, no warranty, right? I can make videos of it running. Transmission shifts, but it's got a 2-speed power glide with a 4-speed shifter in the floor. So it's kind of hit and miss on where it's at. So the plan is to get this thing on the lift, not today, but get this thing on the lift, pull the engine and transmission out, pull the hood off, pull the radiator out, and then get my guy to come over here with his media blaster and blast the engine bay. and blast the bottom of the car. Strip all that shit off of it, every bit of it, right? And then I have to fix the firewall where they just run the wires through the hole. Yeah, the Power Glide's for sale too. Yeah, Southern Square Body. Everything that I don't use on this car is for sale. Like I said, it's got a 2-speed Power Glide in it. It works. It goes forward and backwards. It shifts. This guy drove this thing, man. He drove it. But the shifter is like, I'll just show you, man. They put a 4-speed shifter in here, and look. You don't, when you go to put it in gear, you don't know what gear you're in because it's a 4-speed shifter. So, like I said, first of all, he wants to redo the whole car. New wiring, new air conditioner. I've already rebuilt the rear end. It's got a disc brake conversion on it. 4-wheel disc brake conversion on it. I fixed the seat because he's like 6'6", so I modified the seat to slide back. I'm still waiting on some stuff for this. I'm waiting on them jack legs to get my other lift, get the concrete done so I can get my other lift up. It's just a lot of moving parts, but the plan is once I get it on the lift, I'm gonna take the engine and transmission out. We'll sell them together or sell them apart. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it runs and drives. It's got some lifter stuck in it. It's got a lifter tick in it, and the owner did not want to go into this engine, and so he just opted to buy a brand new blueprint. So that's what we're going with it. I got to order a brand new radiator. There probably ain't nothing wrong with this one, but it don't have no electric fans on it, and it just looks dated, and I just don't feel comfortable putting. I don't know. I have to pull this radiator out and check it. I might be able to clean this one up, but if it goes with a 700R, there's a lot of moving parts. We'd have to check this radiator to make sure it's good, but it needs. We're not going to run a mechanical fan. We're running electric fans, so it's just whatever. So I'm going to media blast everything that's black. Not going to take the car apart because he don't want to go that far yet. So what I'm going to do is when I pull the engine transmission out, we're going to blast the engine bay, blast the bottom of the car. I will high build the engine bay after I put all the vintage air and stuff in it. New wiring harness. Whatever needs to be replaced, we'll replace it. Then I'll paint the engine bay satin black, eggshell, and then we will bed line the bottom of the car. Epox it and bed line the bottom of the car, fix any rust that we find or I find, and then fix it. So that's the deal on that. Now, let me go back here and man, it done got hot. Let me go back here and get the stuff, the new stuff. Yeah. So we just got the new compressor kit. I'm gonna get on this side because I'm gonna get on this side of the table. Media blasting, is that going live 5 times a week? I don't know. I have went live when the media blasters here. So here's the new compressors. Here's the new compressors. Let me move this around. So here's the new compressors. These are Viair 485Cs, Gen 2 dual pack compressor kit. So these are the new compressors that are going on the car. Like I said, I gotta figure out. Let me turn these fans off. I hate talking about shit. Y'all hang tight. Contact. So here's the Yeah, these are the same ones I got on my son's 86 square body. Man, I can't show you all this stuff right here. I can't show you what's over there. All right, so here is the AVS air bagget. Here's the dual compressor, 480. This was made before these come out, so this is 485. So this is the new compressor kit. This is the new wire, so this comes with everything you need to hook up 2 compressors and go from there. How many horses and how much torque? What are we talking about? These electric motors, they are single, 23 amps, combined 44 amps, working pressure 200 PSI, duty cycle at 72 degrees is 100 PSI, maximum duty cycle at 72 degrees, 200 PSI, flow rate single, 2.24 CFM. They pull 13.8 volt. They pull 13.8 volts. And I might even put a secondary battery. I mean, all right, flow rate at 0 PSI, 13.8 volts is 3.82 CFM. So if you're running 2 of these, just say 8, that's 8 CFM that they're pushing. Or are you going to be running electric valve? Which engine? The engine in the car or the engine on the stand? You're going to have to be Co the Rebel. What is that? What is, dude, that is a hell of a load. Yeah, that's what, yeah, Mike, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. And those Max Airs, I don't know what the specs on them are, but they're junk. I don't like them. They're eBay crap. And if you use them, that's all. That's it. Now these are made in China. Don't get me wrong, but they buy Vair. So that's why you have to feed them. 347 horsepower and about 400 foot-pounds of torque. So around there, it's a Blueprint 350 roller fuel injection Sniper 2 fuel injection system with a mid-mount Holley mid-mount blacked out drive. That 30 amps, a running cycle. That's what I'm talking about, Mike. That's exactly, Mike. See, Mike, we on the same page. That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, and if you don't supply enough voltage, you burn up the pumps. So that pump right there, let's just say that pump right there is 30 amps, and that one's 30 amps. They hooked it up to a relay, but they run the power wire from this one to that one, and then from that one, you see right there where they put 2 wires together, and they run that one single wire all the way to right here and hooked it to the battery. I mean, come on now. Just look what we got going on. And then you got this power wire. It runs over here, it goes to the alternator, all right? And then you got this power wire right here. It runs up, and God knows, I don't even know where it goes to. 87. This kind of looks like what you sent me the other day. And then we got this right here. You know, it's non-existent no more. So you got this one wire that is about chicken shit right there. That wire ain't even hooked up. Don't even know what that is. And this wire runs all the way through, and then they didn't want to, so they just knocked it through the firewall. So you smell all exhaust fumes. You smell all exhaust fumes in the car because they knocked the hole right there. See the hole? Right there, it comes right through here and runs over the carpet, runs up through the carpet, comes around, and comes right there, and then splits off to 2, and then feeds that air compressor, and then feeds that air compressor. But they did put a relay right there, and they did put a relay right there, and then they grounded it right there. That's where it's grounded, right there. That's right there where it's grounded. 87, brother from another mother, 87. If you could answer that question, me and you could solve the mystery of the internet. I mean, just like the other day, 87 sent me a picture. Come on now, 87. Don't be doing that now. Don't be doing that, dog. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that, 87. 87 sent me a picture the other day and says that somebody he knows or whatever went to a shop, they did an LS swap, and then I don't know if he had to fix it or he looked at it or I don't know the whole backstory, but he's like, bro, look at this right here. And it was worse than this. It was worse than this. It was worse. It was worse. It was worse. Worse. And you're like, how in the hell can it be worse? It was. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I mean, just crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So, I mean, man, I at least try to do a little better. You know what I mean? I try to do a little better. I mean, hell, this is just up on the mock-up. This is just up on the mock-up engine. Just wait till I actually get it in the car. Just wait till I get it in the car. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 87. This is the car that's getting that engine right there. 87. This engine, this whole drive line is coming out. This is the car that's getting this engine right here, 87. This right here. This is going in that. That blueprint engine, that fuel injection system is going in this car. Yeah, this is it, big dog. This is it, yeah. So that engine's for sale. That transmission's for sale, as is, no warranty. And then my media guy's gonna come here, we'll crush glass. We're gonna blast the engine bay. We're gonna blast the bottom of the car. I'm gonna fix all the rust. I'm gonna epoxy the bottom of the car. I'm gonna bed line the bottom of the car. And then I am going to put the vintage air in. So once this thing is in the shop, it's not gonna be able to move. You know what I mean? It's gonna be in here. Then I'll fix all the rust, put a new vintage air in, then paint the engine bay satin black, then set the new engine in, and then go from there, and then clean it up and make it look pretty like Mistress. You know, make it look good. Elko, it's gonna be something for sure. That's for sure. But right now, the game plan for today is, well, look at her. Look at this. Come on. I just give y'all a little sneak peek. Y'all want to see the rest of that, y'all got to become a member of the channel. So, we're going to take these compressors. That's going to make Mistress SS go back in the line. Yeah. Hey, so I got to build something. To make this nice. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, let's go over here and look at this trunk. All right? Look at this trunk. So, I got to figure out something. So, I'm also going to blast. I got to fix a couple of rust spots in here. I'm going to try to figure out the best plan of attack. I might just use that roll-on bed liner. Just prep this in here really, really good and not spray it and just use the roll-on. And the reason why I say use the roll-on, so I don't make a lot of mess. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to cause a lot of issues. But I'm going to bed line this whole trunk, right? I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to take this right here. I mean, damn, this thing's huge, big guy. So I'm gonna take this board. I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna see how they got this thing set up. And also another thing is the airlines that they have. Look at these little bitty airlines. They got 1/8" airline. They got 1/8" airline, which is fine. I mean, he ain't trying to go fast or nothing like that. So, run those pumps that are in it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mike. They get hot, buddy, and they get hot because they're not getting enough voltage. Yeah, they get hot. So I'm thinking about, like, I'm gonna pull this out and see what they got going on. I'm gonna label everything, you know, right front, left front, all that. I'm gonna label everything, and then I'm gonna try to figure out something to. I mean, there's no water drain. That's another thing. So there's no water trap. There's no water drain. I bet that tank is slam full of water. I bet that son's gonna slam full of water. I guarantee it. I'll do a short video on that. I guarantee that sun gun's got water in it, because to do this stuff right, you need, and see, right here's the intake. Look, there's the intake right there for the compressors. No filters. Well, right here, you got the filters right here, but you're sucking all this hot air. Well, then via airs, you have a place where you can put these filters in a remote location. So you could take these filters and put them under the car or somewhere where you could get fresh air. Also, another thing is, to do it right, you need to have the compressors, and then out of the compressors go into a water trap, and then out of the water trap to the tank. And then on the tank needs to have a petcock where you can drain it or have an automatic drain. On my son's 86, I put an automatic drain, and there is a little button on the dash that you can push and purge the water out of the tank by a solenoid without having to crawl in here and crack the valve and let the water drain. By doing that through AVS, on AVS, if you're running AVS valves and all that stuff, valve bodies, they will give you a 5-year warranty on the valves and the controllers if you put a water trap and an automatic drain on the same invoice. You will get a 5-year warranty on the valves. If anything goes wrong with the valves, AVS will replace it, because you got a water trap and an automatic drain on the tank. That is water control management. So when he bought the compressor kit, he got the water traps and all that stuff. So I have to plumb all that stuff up. And I might even go as far as try to do a little bit of hard lining, since I got that Mastercraft bender or crimper, and do some hard lines. Don't want to cut it up to get it. Oh no, Elko. No. This car is cut. This car is cut, my man. This car is cut. So let me show you this right here. On the bottom of this car, where the coil spring is supposed to go in the front, and then you got your A-arm pocket, right? You got your pocket, and then you got your A-arm on the bottom, right? And then you got your spindle, right? And you got your wheel, right? Where this pocket is right here, where that spring goes up in, you know, it's like that, and the spring goes up in that pocket. Whoever put air ride on this thing put the wrong bags on the front, right? And what they did was they cut that pocket out so the airbag could clear, and they trimmed about 3/4 of that pocket out of the way. Yep. I noticed that when I put it on the lift. And I told him that, and he told me that the front driver's side looked down. So I bet you that front bag's got a hole in it, or it's got a pierced hole in it or something. Yeah, they put rack and pinion on it. But then they took a piece of 2x2 angle and welded it to the cross member, the front cross member. And then they dropped down and put some brackets on it. And then they put a rack and pinion on it. And then they left it with, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but they left all the sharp edges of the angle. So every piece of the angle that's under is sharp. So if you was to hit your head on it, gouge. Not the A-arm, Mike, the pocket itself. The cross member pocket, not the A-arm, the pocket. You know, I would walk down there to OG6's chassis and show you. But you know what I'm talking about? The pocket that the coil spring goes up into in the front cross member is round, not the A-arm itself, but the outer edge of the pocket. They trimmed that so the bag would clear. Yeah. So that's probably what's making that side go down. And I'll inspect that more once I start tearing into it. Yeah, I can get right here. No, you can't see it up here. But anyways, yeah, the suspension pocket, that's it. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to take that stuff out of the trunk. I'm gonna lay it out on the table. I'm gonna see what we got. I'm actually probably gonna pull the car up. I'm probably gonna move some stuff out of the way and pull the car up a little bit further, get the car jacked up, put the car on wheel dollies, and so I can slide the car over here. Or I'll probably just crank the car up and pull like a 3-point turn and get the car sitting right here, more this way in the shop, and then put it on wheel dollies just in case I don't get the air ride finished and I need to get it out of the shop. I can pump it back up. Also, it needs an emergency valve on it as well. It needs an emergency Schrader valve on it in case, let's say, the compressors go out or something and you get somewhere where you can get some air, like remote air, like at a gas station or whatever, and pump it up where you can actually get it picked up. Because once the car is all the way down, and it's touching the frame right now, so it is non-drivable. So let's just say the compressors went out or something went out, there is no backup. So if you had like, let's say if you had a little remote air compressor that you plugged up in the cigarette lighter, now it would take forever in a Congress, but you could plug it up like pumping a tire up, and you could slowly pump the tank up and slowly get the bags pumped up manually, so you could actually get it out of the way. Oh yeah, they true knockoffs too, Elko. They true, they're dirty. Yeah, they true knockoffs. No, they didn't. And another thing, here's the switch. Here's the controller right here, right? So here's the controller. This is for the compressors. So that turns now the compressors will not come on unless the switch is on. When the switch, and look, we got that yeehaw tack. Yeehaw! Yeah, what in the hell's that in here for? You know why that's in here? Because nothing works. No gauges work, none whatsoever. So you turn the key on, right? And that's the switch. That's the switch to pump it up. Now, here's the thing. When you go to discharge the air comes out right there. So now, when you discharge it, the air comes out into the cabin, in here with you. Have you ever took a tire and pulled the Schrader valve out and smelt that fresh Firestone rubber? That fresh Firestone rubber, that's what it smells like every time you every time you discharge the bags, it's discharging the exhaust air out of the airbags into the engine, into the car, and you smell tire is what you smell. You smell tire air. Again, I know the owner of this car is probably watching this video. Again, I am not talking shit about the car. I'm just talking about little things that some people, whoever put the air ride on here, they didn't care. That didn't bother them, and that's okay. But I don't know about you. I don't want to smell exhaust fumes all day, and I don't want to be sucking on no damn radio. You know what I mean? And then none of the gauges work, so going to have to fix all the gauges. So if that's the case, might have to look at NVU, yes sir, sponsored by NVU, and see what they offer for a 63 Impala for a gauge cluster. I know the lights work, right? The lights work. I know the lights work. I'm sure, I don't know if the windshield wipers work. This oil pressure gauge is hooked up. The temperature gauge, I think it's stuck. The radio doesn't work. The radio doesn't work. The air conditioner doesn't work. The steering needs to be redone. Attention to the owner. Juice it. Attention to the owner. Elko says, attention to the owner. Juice it, juice it, juice it, juice it, juice it. Hey, we could juice it. We could put the juice on it. Put some about 14 batteries in the trunk. Put a chain bridge on that thing. Talk dirty to me. Speaking of juicing, I will show this right here. This will get Elko going. Elko, tell everybody what this is, Elko. Elko, tell everybody what this is. Huh? Elko knows what this is. I will show this. Woo. Huh? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't play with it. Don't do it. Don't do it, family. Don't do it. Huh? That's all I can show you. If you want to see the rest of it, become a member. If you want to see what this goes to, be a member. But I will show you that. I will give you that little sneak peek right there. Don't do it. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. There's 38 people on here. Been on here 36 minutes. Hit that subscribe button, boys and girls. Hit 3,800 subscribers yesterday, or 3,803 or 4. So we're like 197 for 4,000. So I'm gonna try to keep these lives at 30 minutes. I'm at 36 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you. Like I say, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it, Nelson. Nelson, I appreciate its support. You too, Mike. I appreciate every single one of you. Elko, classic car guy. Who else is on here that I missed? 87, Family Outcast, K the Rebel, SKD, Daniel. Let's see if I missed anybody. Southern Square Body, TJ, Cars in the Cut, Tulu, and Ray's Outdoors. Man, I really appreciate every single one of you. Like I said, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you tapping in. It's like Build on a Budget said, it's hotter than a Cooter Brown. Yes, sir. Working on getting our custom emojis done. Hold on a second, hold on. Who's working on them? Say, there's emojis on there because Cars in the Cut's got one, Elko's got one, and you got one. What do you mean? You working on them? You're personally working on them? Man, you don't even know my mama. How can you call her that? You don't even know her. You don't even know her. How can you call her that? How can you call her that? I gotta go get a haircut. No, the ones we can drop in the chat. Yeah, I got to figure out how to do that. I did talk to the neon sign company that Tulu got Tulu's TV sign from, and they are rendering me a sign. I've always wanted a office, and Tulu's got me motivated to get an office, or add an office on in a showroom. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but it's funny how other people motivate you. Man, you walk in there out here, man, the temperature dropped 10 degrees. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, hit that subscribe button, and I'll work on it, Mike. I'll see what I got. Members get to use custom emojis, but we don't have any. I'll look into that, Mike. I'll look into that, Mike. I appreciate every single one of you, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, and chicken grease. I'm out.